libido equal sublimation, Zignund Freud, and we run to the Jew discussion because all happened after the Second World War happened later, when the things being said wrong. That's why I said, because before was the revolution, the new science was born and been appealed to be present and accepted. And we have this old model life, like wherever it is, any church, anything that creative mystery or doing by make this trance on people because keep this knowledge and that then Freud opened. So we have also this joke to say when set them free, they driving the car, they present them as artists or some writer, or can smoke, can cut her hair, can have a lover, and starts Second World War. This is by Carrie Bradshaw, Sex and the City, that I could say I should continue. But we back to the history. As this didn't happen me to be free that sense, to be free person, to say is in some stylish way as a probably designer, no? So let's back to history and hop to psychology. If God, what God? We say that if revolution should, the industrial revolution should happen, it should touch all the earth, because we have as a result of industrialization, we have a movement of products, we have to be connected with the other country, and to be understand what's going on, because it corresponds with the times. So this money, and not only money, this is economy, no? Today that we discuss something following up to the perception that has been said, and as we start the topic, we call it Second World War. But the topic is perception, because perception is a degree which which we all follow, because the must accept something as a must, as education or whatever, the information that's said, and we not answer for us what we choose in that topic, because we obligate to take certain information in school as must, and when we not agree, people maybe agree with us and we disagree, but we have something to be accepted, the same as the religion. Yes, if you live in some country and this is a Ukrainian or Christian country or wherever those countries, so this is a part of the system, and you say yes wherever you are. And but this topic is about everything. We use appeal to some movies, create something, growing up, some idea that been taking as a center of something as a true, which we agree, disagree, play with, but whatever. So let's back to the Second World War, because this is why we back. We're not back. I always try to start with this Roman in order to explain, but it didn't happen. Yeah, we're not back. We stay still. Why we stay still? Because this is the epoch of the information. We start with radio, then television, movies, then after internet. So this is a moment when the psychology rise was accepted, but not as a must. The same had religion, the same had any bullshit that people and communities may set for who knows why, Spanish reason or whatever. So this is the epoch of the films, of information, of the media. So we're not back. We trying to run to catch attention still. So, appeal to the Second World War. So, while we speak Nazi, this word that in use after the Second World War as growing as a phenomenon that was watching on the Germans. Yes, we have this word fascism. We're not talking about, we're not watching, we're not thinking about the about act, about fact, about some terror that happened as something belonged to Germany. Not, but even this is not true. Something belonged to Europe. Something was in Italy, in France, and also was in Spain, and so on. We call it fascism and appeal to Hitler. No, it's not so. Let's say, and the people say fascism, think fascism about this and think about Hitler. That's what they, after realized to say fascism and German had war. Fascism and we understand something bad. We mean terror. Terror, and use some term that we can call it, like we call it son, filio, the son, the boy, is the sun, the soleil, some this disc on the sky. The same we can call it bullshit, not fashion, but bullshit, or we can call it a shit or a cup. Doesn't matter. It's a world. So we mean terror, yes, and so Stalin, officially or not, because of Russia was with some together with some interest of the other territories, they call it okay, good. He kick Hitler ass, but at the other reality, it was before the different state. It was Russian Empire, and he kicked us not of Hitler but of the wives of Russians. Yes. So they kill many people. They was obligated people to, if they have the other point of view, they have to stay silent. Is the best what they could do. To say I am red when I'm white is white. In sense, white and red would mean different politician view or something. So this is a complex of everything exactly in this to this article and the second article. Here, right here, the point, I will point 1, 2, 3, what we discussed. So, and we see Hitler also as a figure who present the state, which was very great, present by a scientist and philosopher, and he also, let's say, when you say belong many leaders, which you saw the Mussolini that they proposed from Italy, this with the space to try to tell us something. Yes, it's also artistic. And the Christian Church is the same institution that presents Christopher Columbus, yes, with all these maps that they said today as Glob. But what is reality? With the same time, Lemuria, with the same time, Waldseemuller, we have ARYA, we have other things. But as reality, we accept only Christopher Columbus for all of us, which is monopoly. And here we discuss first psychology, we discuss Zignund Freud, we discuss absolutely different reason of behavior like this of some who represent Russia and the Nazis. In a sense, the topic between Jewish and Germans, and when you are German, you are first of all German, that's why you're Nazi, not the Jewish who will move in America and set all the what German community bring to this person and obligate by some foreigners to say it's because you are Jew. So this is a value of education that community, in that case German community, gives to you. And the other topic, we're watching church, and we make comparison it to have this realization what in reality happened at that time. Let's take imagine church institution that could be fulfilling some state when wrong people of spy, or the people with the absolutely not needed things to make people to believe, or it could support and to be psychology to you, like you come there and you really feel it helped me, you know. It's also psychologist of some people, but it could be drive by wrong people, for example, or the people not of your state. So it's institution, and we comparison it to industrialization, that what revolution that Lenin was talking about.